Today on Drawing with Molly, we're going to draw a rainy day picture.
All right, I don't know if it is raining where you are, but it is raining where I'm at today, and we're cooped up inside. So I thought I would draw a rainy day picture because it kind of matches what's going on. So what you'll need, the supplies you'll need, is paper, any kind of paper will do, a pencil. I like mechanical pencils, you can use any kind, an eraser. Of course, if you've got an eraser on your pencil, that works too, but this is my eraser I always use. And crayons or colored pencils. Today I'll use crayons. So let's start off with drawing a person. So I like to draw with shapes. So if you can draw a shape, you can draw anything. So I'm going to start by drawing a circle. Now I'm going to draw it kind of light, and I'm going to kind of go around it a couple times. Watch, I'm going to go like that. And that helps it be a little bit more round. Now you'll notice I drew it light because I'm going to be erasing some things. So what you'll do then, let's see, let's give our person some ears. Just do 2 C's. And let's see, let's give him some hair. We're going to draw a boy. You can draw a girl too if you want to do ponytails. You can draw a girl. I think I'll just draw a boy though. I'm going to go zigzags like this, and that's going to be his hair. And if you're like my kids, their hair sticks up. So I'm going to just draw a little zigzags right there, just back and forth, and that's the top of the head. So now when I said we're going to erase it, we're actually going to be erasing those lines, and let's see if we can follow that and make it a little bit darker so we can see the outline of our person. And we'll erase the messy lines. Okay, let's see. I'm going to give him some eyes, and if you drew the leprechaun with me yesterday, you know I like to draw faces and eyes and just make them different. So on my scrap paper, I'm going to practice. So I think I could draw 2 eyes that look like this, with eyes looking that way. That's how I had my leprechaun, but he's kind of, the boy's not really that worried that somebody's going to take anything from him. So I can go like maybe one there and one there, or I can draw eyelids going across and he's just looking ahead. You could also, maybe he doesn't like the rain and you can put, you know, maybe he's looking up. So you can also just draw little eyes like that, and that's what I think I'm going to do with our boy. I'm just going to draw little eyes like that. Now for a nose, you can draw different kinds of noses, little ovals or little hooks. This one I'm going to draw like part of a 5, but I'm not going to cross the top. When we draw a 5, we do that. I'm just going to draw the part that doesn't cross. So I'll draw a little nose for him. And, you know, not sure if he likes the rain. We're really cooped up, so I'm going to make a frowning face for him. So I'm going to start with a frown. And if you want, you can leave it like that. I think I'm going to leave it like that because he looks pretty unhappy. But you can also make a frown like that with dimples. Or a frown just like that. I think I'm going to leave my frown like that. And let's give him some eyebrows. You don't want to make him too happy, but you don't want to make him mad either. All right, now we're going to draw a triangle. We're going to pretend the tip of the triangle is in his chin, but this is going to be his shirt. So we're going to draw a triangle about that big. And he's going to have one arm behind his back. He's just going to kind of be hiding one arm. So I'm going to draw another triangle that goes down. It's going to curve in. Okay, now I'm going to do some erasing because I want this to show that that's his sleeve, and if it goes all the way up to his head, it just looks funny. So I'm going to take my eraser and I'm going to just erase, and I'll need to draw back in the parts I want. I'm going to erase about that much. And let's see, I want to draw that back in, and I want to draw that back in. There, doesn't that look like a sleeve? And then he's gonna be holding the umbrella. So I need to make another sleeve go out like this. So it's gonna be more like a rectangle, like that. Kind of like rectangle. It's a combination between a rectangle and a triangle. And same thing, I want to erase about to there because that's his sleeve. So I'll erase to about there. That looks like a sleeve now. Okay, we're gonna put a wrist. And before, let's see, we're gonna draw his hand. So his thumb will go up. Now he's gonna be holding onto the umbrella. So I'm not gonna draw all 5 hands open, but I am gonna just draw some lumps like this. Like that, 4. And then I'm gonna draw lines in and curl them like that. Can you see now he's got his hand closed? Because we're gonna draw an umbrella in his hand, holding a hand. Let's give him some pants. And you know what, I don't like those. I want him to have like different pants. Remember, you can always erase. And if I go too fast, you can always pause it and start when you're ready. So I think I'm just gonna draw, I'm gonna slant down and then maybe slant up just a little bit like a upside down V. And this time I'm gonna put boots on him. I'm gonna put rain boots on. So I'm gonna draw almost a full square, but then I'm gonna go around and put a boot on. Like just do almost an oval. So again, a square and almost an oval. All right, there he is in the rain. Well, we haven't drawn any rain yet, have we? So let's see. Let's draw the ground. You always draw the ground afterward because you never know where your feet are gonna end up. And I'm gonna draw some puddles on the ground, just kind of like this. Just kind of blobs. You might even be standing in a puddle. And then see that line right there in the middle? That's the ground. You can't see it through the puddle. So I'm gonna erase that. I might have to, yep, I have to draw in part of his boot again. Okay, all right. He needs an umbrella. So I'm gonna start with the bottom of the umbrella. Nope, I'm not. I'm gonna start with the top of the umbrella because I wanna know where it goes. And I can kind of picture that it goes here. And so it's gonna be one of those big giant umbrellas to cover you. It's not gonna be the little ones that I usually lose in my purse. I'm gonna draw kind of like waves going across. I'm gonna draw 4. And you know what? I realize like if he's holding the handle of the umbrella, I'm not in the right place. So I need to move it over a little bit. Because the handle's here, so I need to move it over here. Glad I caught that. But it still needs to cover him, so it's gonna go there. And then you're gonna just draw a big half circle right there. And I kind of wanna go about there. So I'm gonna go curve it up and then watch where I'm going. So I curve down and I touch the other part. That's pretty good. Then let's see, it needs a handle. So I'm gonna start down here. My umbrella has one of the curved handles. So I'm gonna draw almost like a curved square right there into his hand, but I'm not gonna go, you can't see it because he's holding on to it. And then it's gonna go straight up and then straight up again. There's the handle of the umbrella. So we need some clouds. Let's do some big clouds. And we're not gonna make these like white fluffy clouds. We're gonna make them really dark clouds, dark green clouds. And we need raindrops. So you just make a little curve. If you're having trouble making the teardrop shape, just draw circles. And you can fill it up with rain. Now, you're not gonna wanna draw raindrops under the umbrella because the umbrella's covering him, but you can come close, you can draw where it goes there. You draw as many raindrops as you wanna draw. Some raindrops need to come from this cloud over here. This cloud's feeling left out. Lots of raindrops. I think that's probably enough. You can add more if you want. Okay. My umbrella is red, but you can design your umbrella. You know, some umbrellas have stripes. Some have flowers. Some have different patterns on them. I think I'll draw a stripe. And they usually have like the little part at the top that holds on to the handle. Okay. I think we're ready to color. So I'm going to start with gray. I'm going to start with the color of the clouds. And when I color, I always like to trace around the edge of the cloud first and then color it in lightly. It just makes me stay in the lines a little bit more. Color in the clouds. You want them to be dark. Now, if you don't have a gray in your crayon box, then use a black and then color lightly. Just don't press hard. A lot of times if you're having trouble coming up with a color, you can use another color and just press darker or lighter, like blue. If you press light, turns into light blue. Or red, if you push light, turns into pink. Or orange, if you push light, turns into more of a peachy color. And there we go, we're doing this cloud. This is probably going to take the longest, is these big gray clouds, big gray rain clouds. Tomorrow, I'm actually excited. Tomorrow I'm going to draw penguins. If you ever saw, there's a YouTube video of the Shed Aquarium in Chicago, and the penguins are walking around since nobody's in the museum. No one's in the aquarium, so the penguins get to go take a walk around the hallways and go look at the fish. And so we're going to draw penguins at the aquarium tomorrow. So make sure you're tuning in around noon tomorrow if you want to draw some penguins. All right, I'm going to just quick fill in these. It doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of get some color in those drops. This goes much faster. There we go. And of course our puddles. Oopsie, I didn't really do a very good job of keeping that on there, but I'll show you what we're going to do after with all these pencil lines. I didn't really have to do it yesterday with my leprechaun, but I think I'm going to have to do it today. I think it's because I used pencils yesterday instead of crayons. And there's another one. Oops. I'm trying to think now what color boots I think I'm gonna have. Usually they're yellow boots. Don't you always think that rain boots are yellow? I'm gonna take a black and color in the ground. He's not gonna stand on the grass or anything. It's gonna be too muddy, so he's just gonna be standing on the ground. All right, let's see. My umbrella is like full red, just the whole thing is red, but I think I'll make it red and white. So when I'm coloring white, I just leave it blank. So I'm gonna go red, and that one's gonna be white. Red and white, but I'm gonna trace around that. And trace this. I think the handle should be brown. And I'm just gonna color in the whole handle brown. So the handle's really kind of not the thing you want to look at. Okay. You know what? Let's pick up our pencil. Let's put him in a raincoat. instead of just a regular shirt. So draw a line down, kind of slanted, and draw some buttons. Yesterday I drew the leprechaun's buttons gold, so I just drew an open circle like that. If you want to choose a color for his buttons, you can. I think I just want black buttons. So I'm gonna do that. Now, I'm gonna make his boots match his raincoat. So he's gonna have a yellow raincoat, and I outline the whole thing. You can even make his pants yellow or whatever color you want. But I think I want his pants to be a different color, so he's not wearing all yellow because it looks like a banana. So then you color in the yellow. You'll have to push a little harder with yellow since it is a light color. And we would want it to show up like a big bright raincoat. And go around the buttons, so it'll get kind of messy, but it's okay. And his boots. And you know what, I'm just gonna give him black pants. Don't forget too, if you wanted to make this a girl, you can. Just draw a ponytail or curly hair, or boys can have curly hair. Boys can have ponytails, so you can color. When I'm drawing a person, you don't have to draw it just like mine. Okay, all right, let's draw hair. I think I'm gonna go with really dark brown hair. So I'll use a brown, but I'm gonna color dark. So I'm really going to kind of press hard in the whole head of hair. Instead of pushing lightly, I'm pushing pretty hard. I want it kind of dark. And the cool thing about hair, or coloring anything really, is that you can use two colors on it. Watch what I do. If I just take a brown and I color on top of it just so lightly, it darkens it up a lot because I wanted darker hair. Okay, I'm not really going to do much with the face, except for I might just take my black and just trace over it, just because when I color, it's gonna stand out. So I'm just gonna do some tracing around, like that, and on his hair too. And then his hand. And he's holding on to that umbrella. It's kind of hard if your crayon is thick, but we got it. Okay, yesterday our leprechaun had kind of light skin, so I showed you how to use an orange to color lightly to make it tan if you don't have a tan. Today he's gonna have a darker skin, but he's not gonna have super dark skin. So I'm gonna show you just how to color lightly. So when I color, if I just barely touch, just barely touch it. I can barely feel it. You can see how light that is compared to his hair. And just go back and forth like that. And then don't forget his hand. All right, I think that's it. Easy peasy. So when you're done, don't forget to sign it. This is your work. This is, oops. One drawback about mechanical pencils. This is all. There you go. Okay, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down below because then you'll get notices when I put up all of our guided drawing. Have fun. What do you think? Look. What do you think, Mollie? I think she likes this one. She didn't like the leprechaun one much, but she likes this one. Did I do good? Oh, you can't eat it. There you go. All right, see you tomorrow.